The mounting of the rooftop tent. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but let's go through kind of the tricks of how we do it and the struggles as well. Now, first off, as you heard there, of course, the air suspension lowered as low as humanly possible. We've already taken the side awning off of the Falcon here. We're going to take the load bars off too, just try to reduce weight as much as possible. Even open it up and take the mattress out. Every pound helps when you're lifting it with your muscles. And then we load it up on top. Also, I got to get my load bar set up here. We'll probably do that first. Try to go kind of as far as possible forward and still have the feet secure. On the back side, I could go further back, but also what I did is I did some measurements to make sure that this provides a level platform when parked for the rooftop tent. It really kind of sucks if just by default, even on perfectly flat pavement, that you have a tilt forward or back. So I did some measurements and tried to make sure this is perfectly level. And now I'm going to go ahead and cinch them down. These little kind of locking nuts here, they kind of get a built-in torque wrench. There it goes. Now, one thing that I have found, and maybe this is just a personal thing with my setup, but I suspect just the flexing of the rooftop tent and stress over time slowly starts loosening these. And I've noticed after like 3 to 6 months, if I take the rooftop tent off, they aren't really quite fully tight anymore. So I've got a cute trick to help solve that. Just use a little bit of wire. This is just 22 gauge, relatively thin wire. I had it lying around, honestly. And I'm going to go ahead and just thread it behind the foot and then loop it around. Just hold the lugs, just so it can't move very much. Just like on this one here that I've already done. You know, I just kind of tighten it down with a pair of pliers to twist it up nice and tight, fold it in. And there we go. Good for another season.
If you just had like something that would like move it up to be low and just push it there.
Any ideas for how we could make this easier? Because the garage door opens, so it's not like we can suspend it from the ceiling and pull the car underneath it because the garage door gets in the way. And then if the garage door was closed, if we wanted to lift it up to the ceiling, well, then we can't move the car, right? And Monica was thinking like some sort of hydraulic lift, like a transmission jack kind of thing, but it would need to be relatively small and storable easily, not some huge, you know, pool table size thing. I like the idea of digging a hole and like have a lift to lower the car down. I don't know. Any ideas, folks? Doing good?
Yeah, I need,
No.
I need to put my hand this way. Yeah.
Okay. Move the tires out of the way.
Give me a second.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay.
Transition yourself. I do the same thing.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna do the same thing. All right. Okay. One side at a time. Your side. There we go. My side. Your side. My side. Your side. Okay. Pretty good. All right. All right. Got it all measured out. Make sure that it's square. Make sure that it's back as far as possible, kind of against the spoiler on the rear hatch. Ready to get it bolted down. Also, just to be clear, as you saw, we took out the mattress and the bedding and everything from inside, as well as we took off the side awning and the load bars, everything we can do to make it as light as possible and make that lift easier. So I use the wheel every weekend mounts. You know, the factory ones from Roofnest are fine, but I find the wheel every weekend ones are just so much more stout and strong and just confidence building. These things are awesome. I added a little bit of felt just to kind of really kind of seat it in just in the curve of the bars, and especially because my roof load bars, because the roof is curved, are kind of angling out slightly and they're not flat perfectly. So it just kind of helps it fit in just right. And also I went ahead and added just a couple of kind of big washers that really made it, you know, snug and bolt down nice and tight without putting undue strain on the aero bars themselves. So it was, you know, just for me, one washer was just right on each side. Your mileage may vary. All right, bolted on. Now for various accessories. All right, next up, let's do some load bars. Not that I need them anytime soon, but easier to store them on top of the car than anywhere else. Load bars on, time for the side awning. So after finger tightening the bolts, definitely cannot live without a 1/2 inch ratchet wrench, or this would take forever. All right, and that is that. Rooftop tent on, load bars on, side awning on. I'll put the mattress in later sometime tomorrow, but there we go. I'll go ahead and sum up the cumulative time of all of this took. I presume probably a couple hours, something like that, and the tent is back on the roof.